Did Washington just make the right call for America? Politics Chat. How the war with Iran will shape midterms. Troy Jackson enters Maine Senate race. We'll look at how the war with Iran might shape the outcome for the 2026 midterm elections, as well as how the new Democratic Senate candidate in Maine might fare against the Republican incumbent. Here's everything we know so far. Political analysts say this development could have major consequences heading into the next election cycle. Stay with us for the full story and more breaking news throughout the day. This story was reported by NPR Politics. For daily U.S. political news, subscribe to Global News Digest.
Here is what Wall Street does not want you to know. Odds of Federal Reserve rate hike surge as oil prices rip higher. Investors are increasingly readying for the Federal Reserve to hike interest rates in September. Let's break this down quickly. This story is moving markets and has significant implications for the U.S. economy and consumer spending. We will continue to monitor this story and bring you updates as they become available. This story was reported by CNBC Economy. Stay on top of your money. Follow Global News Digest for daily finance updates.
This is why your grocery bill is about to change. Oil prices sink, stock futures rally as U.S. and Iran pause attacks. Wall Street awaits busy week. U.S. stock index futures rallied and oil prices tumbled on Sunday as the U.S. and Iran took a pause from fighting, and as Wall Street gears up for the Fed's meeting and key earnings reports from big tech companies. Here are the key details. Investors and traders on Wall Street are reacting quickly as this situation continues to unfold. This is one of the top stories we are watching closely today across the United States. This story was reported by MarketWatch. Don't miss tomorrow's financial headlines. Subscribe now.
Every American with a bank account needs to hear this. Moody's says unprecedented AI spending threatens credit quality of Amazon, Meta, Alphabet, and others. Moody's said AI spending is forcing even the world's most cash-rich corporations to lean heavily on debt, stock sales, and off-balance sheet moves. This is why it matters. Financial analysts are closely watching how this develops and what it means for markets and everyday investors. Our team is tracking every development as this story continues to unfold in real time. This story was reported by CNBC Economy. For daily market and financial news, subscribe to Global News Digest.
Every baseball fan in America is talking about this today. Cody Bellinger lands on IL with hamstring strain. How injury makes Yankees trade deadline needs even greater. The Yankees are already without Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. Here's what's actually happening. MLB insiders are calling this a game-changing development with major implications for the standings. Follow along as we cover the key details, the background, and what happens next. This story was reported by CBS Sports MLB. Stay in the game all season. Follow us for daily baseball coverage.
Is this good or bad for the country? You decide. Fact-checking Mullins claim that foreign adversaries can access voting machines in U.S. elections. Mullins' comments about foreign adversaries accessing voting machines reflect concerns that security and election technology experts have long had. But so far, there's no proof of such attempts. The key facts you need to know. This story is dominating political discussions across the country and drawing reactions from leaders in both parties. This is a developing story, and we expect more information to emerge in the coming hours. This story was reported by PBS NewsHour. More breaking political news every day. Subscribe now.
Did Washington just make the right call for America? Brooks and Marcus on the Iran conflict becoming a forever war. David Brooks of The Atlantic and Ruth Marcus of The New Yorker join Amna Nawaz to discuss the week in politics, including the economic and human toll of the Iran war, the U.S.-Saudi nuclear energy deal, and Trump-allied election deniers winning GOP primaries. Here's everything we know so far. Political analysts say this development could have major consequences heading into the next election cycle. Stay with us for the full story and more breaking news throughout the day. This story was reported by PBS NewsHour. For daily U.S. political news, subscribe to Global News Digest.
Every iPhone and Android user needs to know about this. Warning shot or publicity stunt. How worried should we be about the OpenAI hack? Hugging Face said the hack was done at superhuman speed by an AI with little or no human guidance. Let's break this down quickly. Analysts believe this move signals a major shift in the direction of the technology sector. We will continue to monitor this story and bring you updates as they become available. This This story was reported by BBC Technology. Stay ahead of the tech curve. Follow us for daily updates.
Every football fan in America is watching this right now. What happened to Brandon Ayuk? How Ex-All-Pro went from $120 million to, on the outside, looking in on NFL. Ayuk played just 7 games for the 49ers after signing a massive extension in 2024. Here are the key details. Coaches, players, and team management are all responding as this story continues to develop. This is one of the top stories we are watching closely today across the United States. This story was reported by CBS Sports NFL. More NFL headlines dropping every day. Subscribe and turn on notifications.
Every baseball fan in America is talking about this today. MLB Trade Deadline Tracker. Following every move of the 2026 deadline, the 2026 trade deadline is set for Monday, Aug. 3, and the deals look like they could go right down to the last minute. This is why it matters. Baseball fans and sports analysts say this story will define the rest of the season. Our team is tracking every development as this story continues to unfold in real time. This story was reported by CBS Sports MLB. For daily MLB news and baseball updates, subscribe to Global News Digest.